Hello, and welcome to the Cup Ringside, where we give you the best seat in the house on all things WWE, most things wrestling. I'm your girl Lana, your resident Eva Diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Her. I have some water, a little bit in here. Don't know if I'm gonna drink it, but whatever. I do have the most important thing of all, and that is my cup mug. And you can get your cup mug or any of our beautiful cup merch, our new and improved cup mug, or any of our beautiful cup merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Unless there are some, then you know what to do. Just wait until there are none and get your cup merch. Period.
That part. And hi, everybody. It's Brook, your reigning and defending queen of the Cup Ringside here. On the road because it is the day before Thanksgiving and I am traveling to see my family. So I'm coming at you live out of a really cute little hotel. But I'm really excited because I wouldn't miss Survivor Series for the world, unlike
I,
some of our other panelists.
uh, I mean,
I'm being sassy inside.
some
Um,
people, like some people are celebrating Friendsgiving. Some people are actually working.
mhm.
Life,
Yeah,
life.
exactly. But I am drinking complimentary hotel water. Thank you, complimentary hotel water. Um,
Period.
and I would also like to plug the cup mug, which I do own one, but I didn't
Mm-hmm.
bring it with me to travel because I didn't want it to break. Um,
Period.
um, but regardless, Survivor Series, jazz hands,
War games. It's
war
happening.
games.
It's happening. We got some things going on. Look, I'm trying to be fancy here at the cup because ringside because I'm trying to elevate our program. Before I get too far here, before we jump into Survivor Series and anything, y'all know what to do. Hit the notification bell, hit that and the subscribe button to let us know that you are following and supporting us, and we appreciate you. This is a network, so there are 3 other channels that you can follow. All those links will be in the description below. Just click the link tree, and you'll see all those links, as well as our audio podcast links and our Patreon, and all of our other links as well. So you definitely want to check all of those things out. Period. Now, like I was saying, we are here to talk about Survivor Series. I'm trying to get fancy for the cup because why not? It's 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 that time of trying to elevate ourselves, do better about ourselves. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
I was fiddling around with some things and because I want to show you all what we're going to be talking about before we get into it. So check this out. We do have Survivor Series happening. All of the matches, all of the match cards, they're going down. I had to make some of them myself because there were none. They didn't have any videos now
It's very
for
WWE if that might be real.
they didn't have that out. So I had to make it myself. But you know what? I keep it moving. If we go do it, we go do it the right way. And if we gotta do it ourselves, then we do it ourselves. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So we're talking Survivor Series. We go get right into it because why not? This is what we came here to do. Brooke, are you ready? Are you
I
excited?
am beyond ready. Let's do it.
Let's get into it because we do have some description some not descriptions some predictions from some of our other panelists couldn't be here. They let us know in the chat, so we're going to express those as well. Let me get my trusty pen ready and my paper so me and Brooks uh predictions will be counted as well.
For the record, coming off of the last event, Lana is the reigning predictions winner.
Oh, I
So,
am. Oh, I
so
am.
we'll see if she keeps that title. Um, sometimes you just gotta hope for the best with these predictions. Um,
Hmm.
and you hope that WWE actually, does what is best for business. But
Yeah, we'll see.
we'll see.
But okay, let's get into it. This is in no particular order because I don't know what match is going to be first. Is what I think, and let's talk about. I feel like they're going to start with the War Games match and end with the War Games match. I feel like that might be the best bit. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's start with this women's War Game match. We have Team Liv, which is Liv Morgan, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Raquel Rodriguez, and Candice LeRae against Team Rhea, which is Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Bailey, new addition, Io Sky, and Naomi.
Well, first things first. Speedy recovery wishes to Jade Cargill. Apparently, you are actually injured, and that bums me
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Also, allegedly, they are going to be relinquishing the tag belts very shortly.
which I'm annoyed by,
I mean, I'm not
but
happy about it, but I get it.
I get it.
Yeah, and also that means we don't have to worry about them losing the belts again, which is nice. But I don't like Bailey on this team. Other options were there. I'm just saying. I love Bailey. Do not get me wrong. Bailey is great. I love Bailey to death. But on this team, in front of my salad, no, thank you. Um,
Who would you have wanted instead of Bailey?
I feel like there were other options. I'll just say that. Like, I think there's so many other choices. So many other choices. Um,
Whom?
Okay, well, first things first, if you really wanted to like add somebody from SmackDown that
Mm-hmm.
wasn't Bailey, uh, you could have very easily added somebody like BFAB, who I think would be a really cool introduction to this team. Um,
Okay.
I think you could have added somebody from Raw. You could have added somebody like Lyra. I think Lyra would have been a fantastic addition to this team, especially knowing her history with Nia Jax from Queen of the Ring. I think that would have been great.
Okay.
Um, you could have called somebody up from NXT. It could have been somebody like a Tatum Paxley if you really wanted to try something new. Um, there's just options. I feel like they're playing it safe here with Bailey. I mean, granted, I know Bailey wasn't the original intended addition to this team because Jade was supposed to be in this match.
Right. Right.
Um, and again, no shade to Bailey. Bailey is great. I just feel like the feng shui is off with this team at the moment with Bailey being
Okay.
here. Because like, are we forgetting that Bailey and Io like
Right.
just fought for the world title at Mania and had like a pretty big breakup in like March? Um, and like Bailey and Bianca do not like each other in any
Mm-hmm.
shape, form, or fashion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the issues between Bailey and Rhea that have always existed. So like, and I honestly think that's what's going to cost them the win. I think the heels are winning this match, um, especially considering they have the two world champions on that other team. I don't like they cannot lose, and they should not lose. Um, I understand the idea of we need Rhea to get the pin on Liv, so that way we can set them up for later. They're not fighting at the Rumble. They're not
Mm-hmm.
fighting at the Rumble. They're fighting at Mania, almost
Mm-hmm.
guaranteed. And
Mm-hmm.
we also know that Io and Liv are fighting at Saturday Night's main event already. That's already been confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
But even if Rhea does pin Liv here, that won't even be her next title defense after Survivor Series. So there's no point in Rhea beating Liv here in terms of like progressing their feud.
Mm-hmm.
Let Liv's team get a win. Let's say Rhea or like Bailey and Bianca have some miscommunication,
Mm-hmm.
and you could let Candice get the pin. I would love for Candice LeRae to get the pin in this match because that's my girl. I love her to death. Um, but Team Liv has to win this match personally.
Okay. So let me be the devil's advocate to you for just a moment
The
and
Sonya
fight
Deville's
back.
advocate here.
Yeah, start it out. But let's back it up because you did mention three people who you thought could come in and maybe take Bailey's place. Um, and the only reason I would say I think Bailey is the better choice for this match and this group is number one, War Games is very is dangerous. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a whole nother reason why maybe if Jay didn't actually get hurt, why Jay wouldn't have been in this match to begin with in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
They would have found a story. She would have been storyline hurt because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like a War Games match is so dangerous that as green as Jade is, and as well as like the people like a BFAB or a Tatum Paxley. I feel like this match is a little too dangerous to put people to try.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just to try it out and see, because people could get seriously hurt and injured in a match like this. So I think that will be the reason why you need somebody like a Bailey who's been in the ring long enough to be a ring general of some sort to try to stop people from getting hurt or help
Yeah.
prevent from getting hurt. That'll be my only reason why I think Bailey is probably the better option if we don't have like Charlotte coming back or a Becky Lynch coming back, or you know what I mean?
You
Because
know,
like
Charlotte would have been an interesting addition to
Charlotte would
this
have been a
team.
very interesting addition. I would have been like, oh my god, but I would have been like, but
But oh
you know
my
what I mean?
god.
Right? I would have been like, oh my god, Charlotte, but oh my god, oh Charlotte, it would have
And
been interesting.
well, the other thing too is that Bianca, Bailey, and Io have been in every single women's War Games match on the
Yeah,
main roster.
yeah.
And I kind of was looking forward to the variety. I'm not
I
gonna
get it. I
lie.
get it. I feel like we need more people with more
Experience.
experience before you throw them into a War Games match.
I understand your position. I get your position. It makes sense. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying you don't make sense. I fully understand. But
Mm-hmm.
you know. So but besides the point, who do you got to win the match, Lana?
In saying all of that, I do agree with you. I think Team Liv is going to win this match. I feel like um with the so many different egos or so many different situations that's going on Team Rhea. Rhea's so super hyper focused on Liv. I think she's going to lose sight of everybody else around her. Bianca don't trust Bailey. Io and Bailey still got some conflict. And honestly, I'm thinking my girl Naomi is about to get a heel turn in her future because I feel like she is the one who did what needed to be done to Jade. That's me personally. So
Copy call.
I just feel like my girl Naomi is about to get a heel turn that she kind of needs right now. And I think would be great for her. I also feel like Bianca might be getting a heel turn too because I feel like Bianca and Naomi are gonna leave Jade behind, if
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense. And now that we know that Jade is actually hurt and they have to relinquish the belts, we won't have to have them. The story won't be they lost the belt and Bianca don't trust. It has to have another story angle. So now the angle is Bianca was very well aware of what Naomi was doing, and they planned this whole thing just so Jade could boop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that'll set up the whole Jade and Bianca at WrestleMania 41. I just feel like that's the way to go. But I do think Naomi's about to take a heel turn, which I'm very happy about. I would not be mad at it at all. So I do think Team Liv is gonna pull us off.
Mm-hmm. I am glad we're on the same page. Because when Liv wins, we all win.
I mean, I ain't gonna go on. I mean, you got to live in your life. Live don't do it all for me. But I storyline wise, it just makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It just
Exactly.
makes sense. So we will move to the United States Championship match of it all. LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Where have you been? Welcome back. I'm glad to see you.
So nice to say the name Shinsuke Nakamura again.
I
And
know.
on one of these pay-per-view cards. It feels like it's been forever since I saw my dreams get dashed with Shinsuke getting Falcon Arrow through a table. So I'm still mad. I don't care if it's been a year and a half. I'm still mad.
Ah,
God,
I feel you.
anger, pure unadulterated anger.
I feel you. And this is why me personally want Shinsuke Nakamura to win this match. I
Right there with you.
I just I want him to win. I feel like they have played in this man's face long enough. Like enough is enough. We are sick of it. And I want Shinsuke Nakamura to win this match. And you know what? I'm going to put that down as my pick. Shinsuke is going to win this match because I want it to happen. Now I could be dead wrong, but I don't really care.
Talk your talk.
Mm-hmm.
And you can put that down as my prediction as well.
Yeah.
Um, I like LA Knight. I love LA Knight. I'm a big fan. And this reign has been fine. It has been so much better than what was before it. And let's not
Right.
tell lies. But Nakamura deserves something. And quite frankly, if they have him have this really cool return with this, I'm just going to show up and beat the crap out of LA Knight twice thing, and then don't give him this belt, what was the point of him coming back in the first place?
Right.
Um,
Right.
so I think this is the right time. I think this is a Nakamura win. Um, and Knight's been champ for a long time, but not like a long, long time. He's been champ since
It's been long
SummerSlam.
enough.
It's been
It's been
long
long
enough.
enough.
We don't need every reign to be like a year.
Right.
Let him have a nice reign with the U.S. title, and let him move up the card. Maybe fight Cody Rhodes at the Royal Rumble. I'd like to see that. Give me something. Actually, excuse me. Let him fight Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble. I'd like to see that.
Ooh,
So
ooh,
yeah. Um, I really want LA Knight to lose this match, so I'm picking Nakamura as well.
period.
And also, we forgot to say who the other people
I
were
was about
picking.
that's what I just looked at. So Lewis picked team Live to win. And Topher has picked Team Rhea to win.
Lewis
So
being more right than Topher, that does not
right.
happen every day.
Wow. And so Lewis and Topher have both picked LA Knight to win this match.
I cannot blame them. Conventional wisdom does indicate
Right.
LA Knight.
It does indicate LA Knight, but I choose to be delusional and naive, and I'm picking Shinsuke. Don't care. Don't
I,
care.
I, I don't want to call you naive. I think delusional may be accurate, but I'm not going to call you naive.
I mean, I'll call myself that because I know the on paper we should be picking LA Knight right now. But
Correct.
I am not doing that. I'm going with my heart.
Mhm.
I'm
And-
going with what I want.
mhm. This feels like Shinsuke Black Mist gets the win, and then we get the rematch at the Rumble. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. Um,
We are here, Brook. We are here today because that is what I'm thinking. I just want Shinsuke to win this. He deserves it so much. My
period.
God.
Period,
Period.
period, period, period.
Let us continue to the other one I had to create because WWE didn't put that out. Braun Breaker, Ludwig Kaiser, and Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship.
I am so happy this match is happening
Me too.
for so many reasons. One, Ludwig Kaiser getting a title match on pay per view.
Love that for him. Love that for him.
Second,
He's not gonna win, but I love that for him.
all of that. Sheamus getting another Intercontinental title shot.
Yes, he could win.
Braun
But
Breaker losing the Intercontinental title at
ooh,
Survivor Series.
ooh, ooh.
If you couldn't gather from all of that, I will be
Against
picking
Sheamus.
Sheamus.
Mm-hmm.
It is fucking time. Pardon my French. It has been too freaking long. I have been blue balled by this company of this Grand Slam win for Sheamus for 3 years. I'm over it. um, I don't think Sheamus is going to pin Braun. I think Sheamus is pinning Kaiser. And
Mm.
I think, and I could be wrong, but this is just my prediction. Braun Breaker is going to get cost this match by Goldberg.
Ooh.
That's my prediction. I think
Ooh.
we're going to be getting Goldberg versus Braun at WrestleMania. And I
Yeah.
also think we're going to have Goldberg eliminate Braun from the Royal Rumble this year.
Ooh.
So that's my thought. Goldberg has made it very clear he wants one last match, one last
Mm-hmm.
big
Mm-hmm.
match.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
cannot think of a better passing of the torch than to Braun Breaker for him. And I think If we can get Braun away from the IC title now, let Sheamus
Mm-hmm.
get his Grand Slam, I would be thrilled. However, if Ludwig Kaiser does win this match, I will pop the hell off.
I will scream, honestly. I really, really, really like Ludwig Kaiser. Really, really like Ludwig Kaiser as a
Mhm,
wrestler. I enjoy seeing him. I like his whole
mhm,
gimmick, his everything about him I like. Look,
mhm.
I like him more than his girlfriend. I'm with it. I like him more than his girlfriend,
Talk your talk.
period.
Also, have you seen their TikToks? They're
Yes,
adorable.
they're adorable. They are adorable. The TikToks make me actually like her a little bit, which is very disturbing to me because I don't like her.
Well,
But but I do like him, and I like his style in the ring, and I like how he operates in the ring. So I'm kind of like, if he wins, so okay with that. I'm screaming
mhm.
my head off. But I agree. Why are we agreeing, Brooke? Why are we agreeing so much tonight? Because I think this is the time for Sheamus to get his match. Now, I didn't think about the Goldberg situation. I wouldn't be mad at that situation if that happens. But I am very excited. I think Sheamus is going to win this match. I think Sheamus should win this match. Um,
It's
am I
time.
am I ready to get my heart broken if he doesn't win this match? Absolutely. But I think
It's happened before.
it has happened before. It will happen again. But I do think this is the time.
Mhm.
And give Sheamus his, like you said, the triple crown or whatever,
Grand
and
Slam.
Grand Slam, whatever you want to call it, and let him have his reign until WrestleMania or afterward. I don't know.
I don't care how long this reign
I
is.
don't
He
care
can
how long the
lose
reign
it.
is, honestly.
He can lose it on Raw. I don't mean that, but he could.
He could lose it to Ludwig at at main event. That'll work. I'll be okay with that too.
Um,
Period.
yeah.
But yeah,
What do the others say?
we have Lewis saying Braun Breaker's going to win this match.
Conventional wisdom. I respect it.
Yeah, and so does Topher.
Again, I cannot fault them
I
for their
can't
logic.
be mad for them being logical, and me and you are being heartfelt and emotional and wanting who we want.
Okay, but to be fair,
But it's
logically, there is
mhm,
a.
mhm.
This makes more sense to me, Sheamus winning, than Nakamura beating Knight does.
Yeah,
So,
true,
so there's that.
true, true. There's that, but we whatever.
We move.
Damian Priest versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm torn, so I'll let you go.
You're torn. I'm bored. You remember about like 7 months ago, right? When Gunther
Mhm,
had the single best championship reign in modern day WWE in the past like 10 years, probably
mhm,
with the
mhm,
IC
mhm,
title.
mhm, mhm,
Every single match was a banger, and he was defending it constantly.
mhm, mhm.
Where's that guy? Where'd he go? Where'd he been?
Where he at?
He took a nap? Is he like
He's
snoozing
sleepy.
over, just taking a big nap in his house in Florida? Like, I don't know.
He's
Um
sleepy.
he's a
His
little
wife just had a
eepy.
baby. His
Yeah.
wife just had a baby, so he tired.
Oh, okay. Well, he's
You know him.
probably tired
Him
then. Yeah,
tired. Him
I
tired.
I respect the nap then, sir. But like, this reign has been fine. Like, it's been a perfectly serviceable world title reign. Like, it hasn't been bad. But like, we're going back to the priest well again. Um, you literally took the belt off this man in the first place, and you've only had one other world title defense on pay-per-view since then. Like, can you give me somebody else? Hell, if you want him to defend against somebody who's like an upper level talent, you could have him beat the crap out of Seth Rollins. I'd pay really good money to watch that because I don't like Seth Rollins. Um, but okay, not that I don't like him. I'm just tired of him.
Mhm,
He
mhm.
needs new. He needs something new to make me interested again. Um, but I don't know. I just don't care about this match because I think there's no way in hell Gunther's losing here. So
Well, this is where we disagree. Because I think Damien's winning only because I feel like Gunther's reign has been all right, but I don't think it's been exciting enough to excite the upper people in the company. His reign is not exciting. He's not doing it. When Damien was champion, at least the universe was into it, the people were into it, and I think the higher ups were into it.
Hmm.
And I thought they thought Gunter would give that whole great heel champion thing to go off of, and the crowd is just not like, they don't hate Gunter, so he's not a huge heel where the crowd loves to hate. You know what I mean? They
Um,
actually really appreciate and admire Gunter, and so he's kind of like,
yeah, this is my big problem with Crown Jewel. Um, because not only did the whole Live and Die thing just happen, and now they're on the same team for War Games, which is already a problem enough, but also Gunther should have won that match at Crown Jewel,
yep,
right? He needed the boost more than Cody did.
yep.
Cody beating Gunther, granted, it was not like a big pinfall, like I beat you, like Sammy did at Mania. But Gunther needed that win to legitimize himself as a world champion, and him not getting it, I think, has hurt his reign. My other issue, though, is I feel like Gunther needs to have that belt at WrestleMania, personally, because if in
Mm,
my fantasy world, in my French Vanilla fan favorite fantasy, he defends that world heavyweight title against John Cena at WrestleMania this year. So
mm.
because of that, I can't have Gunther lose here. So I'm gonna say Gunther has to win.
I don't think John Cena's fighting Gunther at Mania. I think John Cena's fighting Randy Orton at Mania because that is the dream match that they both want, and John Cena is going to get what John Cena wants. He wants Randy Orton.
John Cena could be fighting half of the roster at Mania, honestly, and I would not bat an eye. So, considering he has fought Austin Theory at WrestleMania, it could be anybody.
But you are not alone because both Topher and Lewis said Gunther's going to win. So
Yeah,
I could be wrong, which is fine. But in my dream world, Damian Priest wins
valid,
because I see Damian and Finn at WrestleMania.
valid.
But finally, the original Bloodline featuring CM Punk against the new Bloodline with Bronson Reed.
Okay. First off, I would like to make it abundantly clear. Thank you, WWE, for not making me sit through a stupid conclusion of Seth Rollins finally joining the new bloodline. That is something Vince McMahon would have done, so thank you. Um, because his hatred for Bronson Reed is nowhere near overcoming his hatred for Roman Reigns at the moment. So
Mhm.
thank you for that booking wisdom, WWE. Second, Bronson Reed fits like a glove into the new bloodline. He is
Mhm.
a fantastic addition to that, at least for this match. I don't know if it's going to be anything more than that. Um, and I like seeing CM Punk in War Games. I did not
Mhm.
expect that, and I mean everybody thought it was going to be Seth, so I'm thrilled with this choice. Um, however, I am going to be a bit of a killjoy on this one. I think the new bloodline is winning
Oh,
this match, and I
oh,
know a lot of other people think it's going to be the OG bloodline, uh, but I think it's going to be the new bloodline because I think, and this is maybe just me, that we need to have that Rock cost Roman something as we build into Mania, and maybe it'll happen later. I could be wrong, but I also don't really see what is accomplished if the old bloodline beats the new bloodline, like what that does for them at this point. I think the new bloodline needs this win more, especially after they already lost the six man a few months ago.
they are the new bloodline is definitely winning this match. It's just the new bloodline is winning this match only because I have another theory that's been floating around and going around in my head, and I've seen people talking about it, and I'm more and more convinced that we are getting a heel turn from Jimmy. Jimmy is going to turn on the original bloodline. Paul Heyman is all about that life because I don't think Paul Heyman is very thrilled with Roman Reigns right now. because of how Roman left him on red and throughout all the stuff after Mania and left him to deal with Solo and this new bloodline. And I just feel, even if none of that happens, even if the heel turn doesn't happen, even if Paul is, I just feel like it's still too many eyes in this original bloodline group, and not the cohesiveness that is going on with the new bloodline. Because, like you said, Bronson Reed fits in like a glove. It fits. We
Hmm.
have Tama and Tangaloa and Jacob, who listens and follows what Solo is saying, and I think Bronson Reed will go along with that as well.
Hmm.
And but you also have CM Punk, who does not listen to Roman Reigns, who is not a part of the bloodline. Jimmy, I mean not Jimmy, Jay, who has stepped out on his own and would walk away in a heartbeat if Roman talks to him weird and talks to him out of the pocket. So is Sammy. So I just feel like this is not the time for them to win War Games. War Games has to. This story is going to continue to build until we have the Rock Roman situation happen.
Hmm.
And I don't know if we go get the Rock coming out at War Games or being a part of War Games. Um, but I just know that the new Bloodline is going to win this match.
I don't think Jimmy is going to turn heel, but I do think there is a very real world where Paul Heyman leaves with CM Punk after this and goes back to that dichotomy and just
Oh yeah,
escapes from the storyline altogether. Um, but I think we are on agreement on this one again, Lana. I think we're 4 for 5 on this
yeah.
tonight.
Mm-hmm. It's very much like the only way I win this is if Damian Priest actually pulls that.
Well, the only way I win this is if Gunther beats Damien. So I mean, we're in the same boat.
Yeah, yeah. We that's the only way you win if Gunther wins, and I'm only on that way if Damien wins, and then Lewis and Topher could just sneak in and
Mhm.
win the whole thing. But
Who do they have for this one?
they have Topher has the old bloodline, and Lewis has the OG bloodline. They both say
So,
the OG bloodline.
correct me if I'm wrong. Did they have the same picks on every match?
OG bloodline Gunther. Maria, uh-huh. Yeah, they did. Every last one.
Well, either you, me, or Topher and Lewis
And
will be
Lewis will
winning
win.
predictions. Yeah. Wait a minute. Do you know what that means, Lana? Guaranteed bronze. Guaranteed.
Period. Period.
But yeah. So
That
Survivor
is
Series War Games is this Saturday at time of
Saturday.
filming. Um, it is going to be in Canada, I believe
Yep.
Toronto. Yes,
Yes.
Toronto. Toronto.
Yes.
Vancouver. Vancouver.
Vancouver,
Vancouver.
Vancouver. It says
Mhm.
Vancouver, really.
Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and love seeing another international PLE, even if it is just our friends Canada who get them a decent amount. But love seeing that. It is our last actual pay per view of the year, I do
Yep.
believe, on the main roster. We do have Saturday night's main event in December to hold
Which
us over.
we which we will talk about on
Yep.
this channel for sure.
But our last pay per view of the year, and then next one after that is our
Royal
fave, our girl, the Royal Rumble. I'm going to
baby.
be in attendance,
I'm
which
working on it.
and Wes will also be in attendance for that. So we're both really excited about it. So yay, Royal Rumble is on the horizon, but we got to make it through Survivor Series first. So let's do
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely. And we will be back Sunday to talk about what happened on the recap on the show. We're going to recap it. We're going to see who won the predictions. All of that thing will go down on Sunday. You'll see it on Monday, but it'll all go down, and we will be back to talk about it. And Saturday Night Main Event will be our next event that we talk about after Survivor Series. So we will be back. We appreciate you watching. We hope that you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, follow all of our other channels, follow our audio podcast links, our Patreon links, our socials at the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can follow Brooke and I if you want on Twitter and Blue Sky as well. And yeah, get your cup merch too, because why not? Get your cup merch, period. And we're gonna get out of here. So cheers, y'all.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.